Ashka, the space between. I sat in my cramped office, the fluorescent lights flickering above me like the heartbeat of a dying star. It was a Wednesday afternoon, and the world outside was cloaked in gray, the rain streaking down the window, matching the heaviness in my heart. I had been at my job as a marketing executive for over a decade, pouring my soul into campaigns that often felt more like a slog than a passion. The monotony had crept in, a slow poison I was too numb to notice until it wrapped itself around my lungs and made it hard to breathe. The phone call came at 2:15 p.m., the moment I had dreaded since the first rumblings of corporate restructuring had reached my ears. "We're sorry, but due to the recent changes, we have to let you go." I remember nodding as if he could see me, though I was alone in my office, looking out at the rain-soaked city. I had rehearsed this moment in my head 1,000 times. It was supposed to feel liberating, like a weight lifting off my shoulders. Instead, it felt like a crushing blow. My job had become my identity, and now that identity was slipping through my fingers like sand. I gathered my things, my plants, photos of family and friends, the little awards that had once felt like validation, and walked out of the building. Each step felt heavier than the last as I navigated through the glass doors that seemed to shimmer with the joy of those still employed. In that moment, I felt like a ghost haunting my own life. Outside, the rain continued to pour, and I pulled my coat tighter around me as if it could shield me from this new reality. The weeks that followed were a blur of anxiety and disbelief. I applied for jobs relentlessly, sending out countless resumes that disappeared into an abyss. My evenings were filled with uncertainty as I pored over bills and budgets, trying to make sense of a future that had, suddenly, become so precarious. My partner, Mark, did his best to be supportive, but the tension grew between us. He worked late hours, and I sat in our quiet apartment, drowning in self-pity. "Maybe this is a sign," he said one night after dinner when I finally broke down over burnt pasta and the dishes piled high in the sink. "Maybe you can explore something new." But all I could do was stare at him blankly, as if he were speaking a foreign language. Explore what? My entire life had revolved around that job. It was all I knew. As the days turned into weeks and then months, I found myself sinking deeper into despair. I lost touch with friends and family, retreating into myself like a tortoise hiding in its shell. My mornings blended into afternoons where I would scroll through job listings and feel more isolated with every no that came back. One day, I decided to take a walk to clear my head, just around the block, something simple. But instead of relief, I stumbled across an art gallery that was hosting a local exhibit. I stood outside for longer than I cared to admit, watching people filter in and out, each one glowing with purpose. There was something so beautiful about their connection to the art that felt utterly foreign to me. It sparked an ember of curiosity that I hadn't felt in years. With no clear plan, but an overwhelming urge to break free from my own thoughts, I stepped inside the gallery. The walls were adorned with vibrant colors and deep shadows that danced together under the warm light. Each piece told a story. Stories of love, loss, joy, and struggle, and for the first time in what felt like an eternity, I felt something shift within me. I approached one painting, a swirling mass of blues and golds, and felt tears prickle at my eyes. It reminded me of the ocean during a storm, chaotic yet beautiful. My heart raced as memories flooded back, the summers spent by the sea with my parents, collecting shells along the shore and watching sunsets spill colors across the horizon. The gallery owner approached me, noticing my rapt attention.